Hi there, welcome to Marble Horse TV. And I have some, well, the news is broke hours ago by now. I'm recording this, but all the same, Tierney has signed on. Well, I should say he signed an addition to his contract. So at the very least, he's going to stay several years longer. And for me, very good news. Tierney, for me, um, I admire his passion, I admire his spirit. I think you have to say that offensively, he's one of the very best fullbacks in the league, in um, in my opinion. Um, if there's one criticism of him, I think defensively, he probably isn't the soundest. That I think sometimes if you have a very pacey player, he can get goal side of him. Um, but having said that, I think with his work rate, determination, his professionalism and his attitude, and also to some extent his crossing, he does get in the good areas, but sometimes it's a bit hit and miss. But generally, it's on point. Those are the only really two negatives I'd have of him. But basically, I like his attitude. I like his offensive play. He scored some, I would say, important goals. Um, but certainly the goal well, when I say important, I mean the goal he scored against West Brom. I suppose that was important because we beaten Chelsea and we come off the back of a bad run. The Benfica goal, I remember. Um, and yeah, um, you know, so yeah, I suppose you can say those are important goals. But for me, definitely one of the best left backs in the country, arguably the best. Probably have to say his countryman Robertson is better, maybe. Um, Luke Shaw stepped up. Who else is there? Mendy, maybe. Um, there are not many outstanding candidates, but he's definitely up there. They're definitely in the top five easily. And he was one of Scotland's better players in the Euros. Um, he wasn't fit enough to reach play for the Czech Republic. So play against the Czech Republic, I should say. Um, and yeah, but he was very good against England. Was good against Croatia, which they lost obviously, and he drew against England. Um, he helped us win the FA Cup, but was very good in the final and the semi. So we just need to build around him, and I do think he is potential captain material. So I'm glad he signed. I'm glad he stayed on, and yeah, it's some good news in this transfer window. So Kieran Tierney, you're very welcome at the Arsenal, and I sincerely hope you're around for many years to come. Um, so yeah, thanks for everybody. Actually, you know what? There's another story I want to touch on. Um, it's Lucas Torreira. So just bear with me. Um, from what I hear, he's on the verge of joining Lazio, and I think that'll be a good move for him. He's obviously been homesick. Um, so I'm going to share an article from 365. Sorry, Football 365. So Torreira, his agent has confirmed that Arsenal are happy to let him go, and I think it makes sense. Look, Torreira for me is a good player. I like the tenacity he brings, and he's not just a ball winner. He can carry the ball. He does. He's not mad technically, but he's more of a combative box to box, like a Kante, I'd say. Um, but obviously, he's not really settled. Um, and yeah, if he's not happy at the club, he's not happy in England, then you have no choice but to let him go. I think going back to Italy, you probably would prefer the climate, probably to some extent the food. The culture would be similar to what he's used to in Uruguay. So, and obviously we signed him from Italy, didn't we? So yeah, um, If Torreira wants to go, then let him. So it says here the Gunners are said to be looking for 70 million for the player. I think that's fair because he had a good first season with us. Second season he didn't feature much, and then obviously last season. So yeah, you can't say he's been performing at a high level. So I think a slight depreciation. I think we paid 25 million for him. I think that's fair. So, you know, I think if he wants to go, he can go. So I have no issue with that in principle. But I think he's a good player, and I think he'll do well in Italy too. So yeah, thanks a lot for listening, everybody.